Hey folks, welcome back to another edition of On the Icebox with Iceberg Bricks. I'm your boy, Iceberg Bricks. My guest tonight is a very phenomenal guest. We always have phenomenal guests, but this guest is very electrifying. Finds great content on YouTube with the Lego community. He's all the rage. I'm talking about the one, the only BFAB, brother from another brick. How you doing, good sir?
Good, man. How you doing?
Doing well, man. What's new in your Lego world?
Just like I don't really know. Well, I'm actually prepping for an upcoming convention for Brick World Chicago. So I guess that's like the main thing that's going on currently and stuff. And had to
Okay.
buy a bunch of plane tickets and rent
Mm-hmm.
hotels and this and that and get time off work. So I guess that's the main thing going on.
Okay, spending money, man. Spending money and you haven't bought Lego yet. Ain't that
Yeah,
fun?
that is true.
Yeah, man. So you're taking mocks up? Any mocks up?
I was going to originally, but then I'm like, I really don't want to. Because originally I was going to, but then I can't even speak. Sorry about that. I was gonna bring Mox originally, but then I'm like, I really don't want to have the hassle of like carrying all this stuff on the plane. And last time I traveled to California, the
Hmm.
plane that I went on, they ended up stealing a bunch of my stuff out of the suitcase. So I decided that I'm never gonna bring anything other than myself, and then I'll buy everything down there. If I need clothes, I'll buy it down, where I go. So it's like, I
Right,
don't want
right.
to risk stuff getting stolen from me again.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's definitely a trip killer, man. When you get your stuff taken or you get separated from your luggage, man, that's definitely a bummer, man. So, what's the $1 million question is, how'd you get into Lego?
So back in 2004, I believe I was in kindergarten.
Hmm.
One of my friends decided to just randomly buy me a Lego set, and since then I've been quite obsessed with getting it and like buying Lego. And my parents have been quite supportive, so they just kept buying me Lego. And
Okay.
since then I've just been keep getting Lego, and yeah.
Okay, that's a good deal, man. You said 2004, man. Oh, man, I was already starting my career, man. I'm getting old, man. It's no fun.
Same. I'm like, wow, that
Oh,
was like 14 years ago.
yeah, yeah. Oh, man. So, let's see. What's your Lego aspirations? What's next on the horizon for BFAB? You got the phenomenal YouTube show, and you become a Lego celebrity. You go into brick worlds and hit certain venues like that. What's next over the horizon for you?
I want to start a podcast. It seems like a lot of people are starting podcasts
Hmm.
called Brutal Opinions. That it was originally going to be a non-Lego channel that I was working on because I was like, hey, I want to kind of stray away from the Lego thing for a while, but I'm thinking of
Hmm.
turning that into a podcast where people are just like unfiltered, because I feel like a lot of the Lego community is censored currently. So I'd love to do a like podcast type thing where we just get two people to like kind of like the debate stream to go back and forth on each other and like non-filtered. Like there's not going to be like, hey, this is child friendly. This is going to be like rated R streams. I
Okay,
think that's
okay.
one thing I want to work on. I
Hmm.
also want to, get some better equipment to, improve my channel. I'm investing. I recently bought a webcam so I could, do better live streams and, improve
Hmm.
the quality of my videos and stuff. And I think that's currently my plan for my channel currently. I might start
Hmm.
some like new series. I'm trying to find something, unique that nobody really does. Like your series like right now is quite unique. I mean, you were the first
Hmm.
person that I've seen like go like interview YouTubers, and then I think Just Good started doing it after you. But
Okay.
I want to find something that not that much people are doing.
Right, right. I got you. I got you. Are you gonna, when I listen to you and I look at your videos, man, I definitely see you as a radio production, in the radio production or even being a voice jockey or something like that, man. You any aspirations to being on the radio, man?
I think it's on my list, but I don't think I can make it on the radio. In my opinion, maybe some training. I don't know if I could even get rid of my list, but I think that's something that's really holding me back, with my channel and growing and everything, and
Uh-huh.
improving like the quality of my stuff. If I could get rid of my list, I would totally be down for radio and stuff.
Okay, okay. So tell us, how would you describe your role with the Lego with Lego and your YouTube channel? How would you describe your role?
What do you mean exactly by that? In that sense,
Like
like my role in there?
like how would you describe like what would you? I mean, you're not a like a huge mock type of person, but
Oh, okay.
you do more out of set builds and you review them. So I mean, how would you describe your love in Lego?
Okay, basically, like I'm not a mock builder. Like you kind of want to like. Oh, sorry. So basically, I feel like I'm a news channel, and kind of
Uh-huh.
like that's basically the foundation of my channel. But I also feel like I'm a live streaming channel. I feel like that's
Right.
the basis for my channel, I guess. Like I know,
Yeah.
like you're saying, like a lot of people do mocks and this and that, and I feel like
Yeah.
I really don't do that stuff. But it's yeah. Sorry, I totally just answered that
Yeah.
completely.
Oh, you got it. It's
Yeah.
confusing. I mean, sometimes it's a little bit bleak. You know, I probably should have put in more detail, but yeah, you and I see you as a news and reviews type of guy, and so that's what separates you from the average channel. Like you see a lot of channels that doing mocks and some do reviews, but yours is news and reviews and daily content. You know, I think that separates you from the pack.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure.
So when you're building your sets and reviewing, are you allowing others to see the building process, or you build them and then you just review them?
Yeah, it's more of like a building and then reviewing thing.
Okay.
I mean that'd be
Okay.
cool. Like maybe do like a live streaming aspect, or maybe like a one of those speed builds or something. Maybe I should try that. And that'd be
Yeah.
a good idea. I mean, I don't know how much people would actually watch speed builds, but I've done like live streaming like older Lego sets before, and people seem to like them most of the time. So maybe that
Yeah.
might be a different angle to take it at. Maybe I should start doing that again. I'm gonna take your advice. Maybe I'll just do that again. Well, I don't know if it's your advice, but like your I guess your concept, I guess, and kind of start live streaming, I guess, builds maybe.
Yeah, you should. I mean, mixing up, and we'll talk about that too, because you definitely have, and that's the word variety. I think your channel is a very big variety show, and because your content is one show isn't just like the other. Like you can have a Jane where he's just doing straight reviews, and at some point, you know, you've seen one review, you've seen them all.
Hmm.
But your channel, you have a lot of variety in it, and which keeps you relevant. Um, and so with that, do you have any other hobbies outside of Lego?
I love drawing. I draw all the time, and I think I'm pretty good at it for the most part.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, I'm very like good at drawing like collages. So I'll draw like a bunch of different items and like combine them together, make them into something unique or whatever. And I feel like other than Lego, art is my only passion currently. I used to be
Hmm.
a really big fan of sports, but then after like the 4 years since I put in all this weight, I'm like, oh, I can't run, I can't do this anymore, can't play basketball, can't run track, and those used to be my passions too. But now that I can barely do those, it's like
Right,
okay,
right. I got you, man. Got to find something, right? Yeah, man.
yeah, for
Um,
sure.
so has your love for Lego helped you persevere through a difficult situation? Do you care to share?
Yeah, I mean it really has. Like back in the day, I used to really have no friends. I think basically the majority of high school and like eighth grade, I didn't really have any friends, and so I really used the Lego community as an outlet for like talking to people because in real life I'm a very recluse person. I really don't talk to much people, and
Okay.
so I remember there was these German people, and they mostly spoke, German. So it was very difficult to understand them, but they were inviting me to their streams. Like the little English they spoke, they're like, "Hey, do you want to join my stream?" I'm like, "Sure."
Hmm.
And that was like my first like interaction with the Lego community, and I was actually out of my comfort zone, because I was talking to people I'd never talked to before, and little by little, I started joining more people's streams and talking to more people, and I went from the kid that wouldn't even talk to anybody, it would start like shaking and like getting really scared to even look at somebody or talk to somebody, to the person that would, I'll interact with people now because of the Lego community, because I feel like, that has really helped me. And also with depression, like literally, like I used to have like really like bad depression issues. And, me building a Lego set or me talking to somebody really helped me actually gain friends. And that kind of took me out of my depression state regarding, all that and stuff.
Okay, thanks for sharing that, man. I feel privileged that you open up and let me know that, man. I'm glad that Lego was there for you to evolve, from a kid to a young man. And like you said, I think interaction, human interaction is key when growing up like that. And I'm glad you found it. Lego was the tool to help you get there.
Yeah, for sure.
What was your most difficult Lego set that you built? Or you can,
Oh, it has to
Lego
be the
project?
BB-8. BB-8 was horrible. I had to rebuild that set like 3 different times. There's always like one little like issue of like, hey, why isn't the the head moving or the little thing working or like the gears working? And I'm like, oh wait, I just messed this up like 10 different times. So I mean, BB-8 was very difficult. I usually don't struggle on building Lego sets, but BB-8 was horrible. Like I'm like, oh wow, this looks easy. I've been building Legos for a long time. And it's like, oh well, never mind.
I never got a chance to build that one. Was it a lot of like Technic pieces or like
Well, with them all like the white pieces and everything, it makes it like very difficult to like, especially if you're tired. Like I built it when I was really tired, so I'm like building all this stuff and like I'm putting pieces on the wrong thing, and then have like the gears on the inside that I kept messing up, and I'm like, yeah, I mean it's a great set. It's one of the best Lego Star Wars sets, and I mean I'm not even really a big Star Wars fan, but I mean it was a difficult build. Like I've never struggled on a Lego build in years, so it's like okay.
All right, so now that was the most difficult. Tell me which one was the best one? Which one you was most satisfied with that you built and it was like, yeah, this is the one.
That's a good question. I would have to say the Simpsons house. I really enjoyed building that set. Like that was I guess the biggest Lego set I had owned, like the first biggest Lego set I had owned. And I love the whole design and like everything to it. It's a phenomenal set. Same with the Quickie Mart. It's like a close second. I mean, all the details and everything. It's those sets are phenomenal. I hope Lego would make more Simpsons sets in the future because of all the details and everything. And I think those are the most enjoyable builds that I've had so far.
Okay. Good deal, good deal. I own the Quickie Mart, and that's probably next on my list to build. I'll probably mod it up a little bit. Got an idea in mind, but that's the next build. So I'm glad you gave me the heads up on the Quickie Mart.
It is a great set, man. You'll love it.
Yeah. So tell me, how important is the Lego community to you and what you do and your news and reviews?
The Lego community is very essential to my channel and stuff. Like in the sense of news and reviews, I mean I feel like I have a very minor presence in the news community in the sense that people really don't I'm straying away from news videos currently, and so I feel like my impact isn't really there anymore. But back in the day, I feel like I would always, even Just a Good said this. If you've seen, who Emnar is, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, so he had a podcast thing, and even Just a Good, because I decided to sponsor one of his podcasts. He said BFAB like the only person that could beat me with news videos. Like I was always like the first guy who would always like have the news videos first or whatever. And I've had Jessica come up to me like, hey, I saw your news video, so I made a news video after that or whatever. But I saw that. I had no idea about that. I'm trying to think of what else like the Lego community, like how I guess means to me. Is that what the question was again?
Oh yeah, it was what it means to you. Yep.
Okay. But then also like the Lego community, like I was saying earlier, means a lot to me because you build I've had so many friends that I've known for like 4 years, that have been in the community. Like I've known I've known Bricksmith for 4 years. I've known a few other Brickzar for like 5 years. Those people very really mean a lot to the community, and it's I don't even know what I'm trying to get at, but it's always good because you get to meet all these cool people, and they get to help you out, you get to help them out. At the end of the day, like.
Hello.
Said, hey, I would go subscribe to him, and he ended up getting like 50 subs by the end of the stream, or close to that. So it's very beneficial in the sense that we are all growing together, Okay. So hopefully I answered that.
Oh yeah, you did.
To somewhat extent.
You definitely did, and I mean, you hit some key points there. Like you had a couple of, like you said, YouTube veterans that kind of show you the ropes. For me, it was like Bricksmith and Aussie Brick Chick, and some of the guys I hang with at the DMV crew, and it was those people that show you the ropes. Hey, this is how you do your channel. This is how this is what you want to do. Add this, add that. Even got a chance to talk with M&R, and he's been in it for a while. And he threw down some suggestions. So I'm just so happy that, like with you, I'm so happy that the community is very receptive with giving and taking information. So so with that, I want to know how were you able to and maybe it's hard to measure our success, but you have had success with actually merging two communities, two Lego communities. You got the AFOL community and the TFOL community. At one point in time, they said that the AFOL and TFOL used to stream together, and now each one has their own stream community. And but your channel has been thriving with TFOLs and AFOLs together, and I've seen your shows, and I've seen the chat where they both interact. So how are you able to have a domain where both communities thrive, man?
I feel like the main reason I'm able to, garner both, adults and, teenager fans of Lego is because I've been in both, positions. I started my channel when I was 15. So like I was like this kid, I'm like, hey, I want to join the, AFOL, streams and this and that. So when, I guess when I was a kid looking at that perspective, like, hey, let's merge both communities now. Now that I'm 19, I look at it and I go, sorry. Basically, sorry, I'm totally messing this up right now.
Oh, you good, man.
But yeah, I mean, basically, I feel like I can, garner both adults and teenager fans of, Lego because I've been in both positions in the YouTube, community. And I feel like also I can, relate to both of them. It's easy to relate to adults and it's easy to relate to teenagers because you've been in, both, I guess, positions, in life. And I feel like also, like, for me, I feel like I can relate to the TFOL community a lot more because, some of the stupid jokes and this and that. And, with the TFOLs, you can say the dumbest things and they'll still like you, With the AFOL, you have to be, the AFOL community, you have to be a little more mature and stuff. And so for me, I guess in that sense, I feel like I can garner both audiences because I know when to be serious. I know if I'm talking to an AFOL about, like, let's say a certain Lego set or theme or whatever, I'll be serious with them. But I also know, like, if I'm talking to a TFOL, I can't always be serious with them or they're not going to find entertainment in my content. And that's why I'll do really stupid stuff. Like during live streams, I'll say the dumbest things because, I can appeal to the younger audience, because they might, they might not want to talk about Lego or, I guess selling Lego or something for like hours. They might want to, talk about something completely random. I feel like that's why I can really relate to both, AFOLs and TFOLs and stuff.
Okay. So one more question for you. I want to know, can you recall and tell us about your most memorable interaction you had with someone regarding your Lego hobby? Whether you were starstruck or you made somebody starstruck.
Well, I had my social worker back like 2 years ago. He ended up he was visiting my house and he ended up walking my basement and he freaked out like of how much Lego we had in our basement. He ended up like taking a bunch of photos and going crazy and stuff. I mean, I've had some pretty interesting encounters with Lego, I guess. Like, there was a time I was, I was working my job and a girl wanted to use my phone. And I had a bunch of Lego photos on there and she gave me the dirtiest look ever. I think that's like my most memorable, I guess, moment with Lego. Like I'm like, oh no, and I'm like, I'm screwed because she was just giving me the dirtiest look. But then also like I've been in, I'm trying to think of other experiences. There was a time I went to Target and me and my older brother were buying Lego and stuff, and he's older than me, and some lady decides to ask us if those Lego sets were for us, and that was like also another really awkward, weird moment for us. We'd say like, oh yeah, I like Lego too. I'm like, oh, we just started laughing, but it was so awkward because we're two, grown adults buying Lego sets, and this lady's asking if it's for us right in front of it. It's like a busy line too, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is, embarrassing. But I guess those are kind of like memorable moments, and I guess Lego related stuff.
Okay, good deal, man. Thanks for sharing that, man. Hey, folks, this is on the Icebox. I'm your boy Iceberg Bricks. Our guest tonight is BFAB, and we are actually going to go into the second half of the show where we kind of pull some pictures from his Instagram, see what his Lego life is all about. So stick around. All right, so I'm put myself on percent and show this roll we got here. And so they can't see you, they can't see me. And so how did you come up with the creation of your minifigure?
So back in the day in 8th grade, I used to go to this Christian school, and so they had us dress in like these weird little sweater stuff with like a little tie.
Hmm.
And so that's why I decided to use like the torso and stuff. And then for the pants, we could wear casual jeans. So I guess that's basically how I based my sig fig on. And then I had the little satchel because it was based on my school look and stuff. And yeah,
Hmm.
that's kind of how I came up with my whole sig fig and stuff.
Okay, okay, awesome deal, man, awesome. And I like, it's almost like when I was in kindergarten, a teacher gave us crayons and a blank piece of paper, and they asked you to draw yourself. And so, like when I was tasked to do this sig fig thing, that took me back to that moment. So it's just amazing what certain creations certain people come up with.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So you're definitely a fan of old school sets, I see. Well, they're old school now. They're probably not so old school when you probably had them, and maybe some. But I noticed that you actually take pride in collecting these vintage sets. Tell us about these sets. And actually, the one on the left was your very first post of a Lego item on your Instagram.
It was, yeah. I believe that was my second eBay purchase ever. And
Okay.
since I got that, I'm like, hey, that's, cool. I should post it on Instagram. And once people were telling me, hey, you need to make an Instagram.
Hmm.
I'm like, hey, let me post that. It's a really cool, like basic, like Mars mission set. And
Okay.
yeah, I guess that was my goal is to get as much older, vintage, unique themes, at least like one set from each, Lego theme. And yeah, I guess that's the main, thing. And then I'd always I like to tell people how much I pay for the sets usually. I don't know if I did that back in the day when I first posted those, but I'd be like, hey, I paid this amount, so people can see, what I'm paying for, the sets and everything.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Good deal, man. Good deal. All right, and there's your sig fig there. All right, so tell us about this set right here to the left.
So that is a 2007 operator set. I ended up rebuying it because back in the day I used to have the set, and I ended up, I guess getting it destroyed. It ended up getting lost and stuff, and all the pieces were destroyed and everything. So that time I posted an Instagram photo. I think that might have been 2014. I think when I
Okay.
rebought it, I was able to
Hmm.
find it sealed in the bags. It wasn't sealed in the box, and it was like 9 something, I believe it was. It's almost
Hmm.
$10, and I ended up getting it, building the set, and posting it on Instagram. And I think I might even done a review on that set. And I mean, it's a great mini set. I wish Lego made sets like those, like now. I feel like Lego still makes some very phenomenal sets, but I feel like their smaller sets aren't as good. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like when you look at this set, it has a lot of unique pieces to it. Now if you get a set today, of course, you got the new shapes and stuff like that, where it's all almost like Lego brick. Where here you have a lot of unique pieces to actually make these shapes. So I mean, I can appreciate this. This is definitely good vintage.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And I mean, operators is a phenomenal theme. That was one of the themes I was able to buy all the sets of eventually. It took a couple years, but yeah, it's a great theme.
Mhm. Let's see what you got here. All right. Now, I wasn't a Lego fan around Knight's Kingdom. Wasn't a Lego fan yet. So tell me about Knight's Kingdom.
Knights Kingdom is a Lego theme, I guess, focused on like 4 or 5 knights or whatever, and I guess they fight a villain named Vladek. Um, I'm giving a little history. I think that's basically the main gist of it. I mean, and I remember back in the day when I'd get Lego magazines, they'd always have like these cool little like collectible like shield cards or whatever that were made out of cardboard that you could get in the Lego magazine. So then I started getting really obsessed with like the whole knights thing, but my parents were like totally against that. So I never was able to get any sets when I was younger. So
Okay.
once I was able to see that set for like, I believe I paid $10 or $11 for that set sealed. And I think it was going for around $40 sealed around that time. So I ended up
Hmm.
picking that up, and it's a pretty good set. I regret not getting more Knights Kingdom sets currently.
Okay.
I have like 2 of them. One's like a poly bag, but yeah, I mean it's a pretty cool set. And that was also my first, I believe, Lego review I've done on my channel. I did a review for that. It was horrible. I look back at that video, I'm like, oh, okay.
But you got to keep that. That's vintage. You got to keep that.
Yeah, for sure.
So tell me, man. I want you to take a step back in time. You're BFAB with 200 subscribers. What's the ambition that you're feeling right now?
When I was at 200 subscribers, my goal was just to, before that, was just to get 100 subscribers and, be noticed by, people. I thought, hey, I have 200 subscribers. I guess I didn't really care at that point. It was just like me posting whatever I felt like, and yeah, I guess. Not really sure how to elaborate with the whole 200 subscriber thing, but yeah.
Okay. Good deal. It's another vintage set here you have. And see, man, like you look at all these pieces, man. I mean, and it looks like exactly what it's supposed to look like without the specially, the special molds that they make to make the, nowadays, it seems like the sets they thought about it a lot more here. They put a lot more detail in the sets here than they do today.
For sure, for sure. And it seems like Lego is really straying away from the original themes and stuff. And they tend to focus a lot on licensing stuff too, which is quite disappointing. Because like that set is from Atlantis, and I mean Atlantis was a phenomenal Lego theme, and it has like that. Like in my opinion, that's a very unique looking vehicle. It also is really cool at the same time, And it's like Lego really needs to, I guess, step back into the non-licensed theme again, or at least make more of them.
Okay. Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. We were talking about it earlier with the I guess the new releases and everything, and everybody, getting hurt with the $1,000 drop and stuff. And man, it's tough. That's a tough pill to swallow, especially when you're a fan.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so here's your the start of your Lego collection, and you have a quite an awesome collection here, and I'm looking at it, and it over time it grows, and I actually got each shot of it growing and everything. So I mean, what's the ambition now? Like I mean, do you stop at this point, or I mean, obviously you kept on going. What's the ambition to keep going?
My ambition right there when I first took that photo was like, hey, this is my Lego collection. It's too small. Let me, show the progress or get more stuff. I guess when I took that photo, my goal was to just keep buying and getting more Lego. But at that time, I didn't have a job, so that's basically, my parents buying me sets here and there. Yeah, that was a start. And I mean, I wish my collection was that small now, but I mean, I went from that being able to fit basically my whole collection on 2 beds to, having basically no space now. So.
Right. Yeah, that's how it happens. That's how it happens. I see in this picture, you took the stuff off the bed because obviously it's getting larger. So now you're a little bit larger now. You're starting to get your bins and stuff and all in order here. You got some good looking sets here, some great looking sets I see here. Very, very, very good here. All right. And so this is the meat and potatoes of BFAB, folks. This guy brings great content, and we're going to try to go and review each one. So you did the top 10. This is one of the segments on your show. How'd you come up with it? What was certain things that you tried to implicate doing your top 10s?
So when I was younger, about like 4 years ago, I was like really obsessed with Just Do Good. And the videos that really stuck out to me the most were his top 10 videos. So I decided, hey, you know what? He can do that. Let me try to, make my own top 10 videos. So I started basically doing some very cringy, very low quality, top 10 videos, and slowly I progressed and, made them higher quality and this and that. But I feel like people really do enjoy the top 10, stuff. And I feel like there's a very broad market for the, top 10 things and everything.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, I'm very proud of my top 10 videos currently. And yeah, I hope to make more, but they take a long time. Like I did a top 10 best minifig for each series video, and that took me like 8 hours to make because I had to, take the photos, put them on a white background, do this, do that, and then by the time I was done, it was like 8 hours, and I'm like, oh wow, these, they're fun to make, but well, they're not fun to make. They're fun to watch, but they're horrible to make,
Yeah, I got you, man. All right, so now you got the top 5 YouTubers who own the most Lego. How'd you come up with this?
Well, I think I did that video after I think Brickstar said something. I forgot exactly what Brickstar said about like his collection or whatever. So I decided to go look at like people's haul videos and base it off that.
Right.
And also like some people like I think Just Too Good. Like he has his brick set like available, so you can look at like how many sets people have based off
Hmm.
that. So like
Hmm.
that video is quite inaccurate with a lot of stuff that I based it basically on, watching people's haul videos. And I believe Brickstar was on the list.
Hmm.
Geeky Brick was on the list. Haul
Okay.
videos every week with like 40, 50 sets. And basically that, video was based off watching people's videos and looking at people's brick sets. But I need to probably like update that video, maybe change it to like a top 10 YouTubers that own the most Lego and actually do, research, maybe use Brickset as a, source instead of just guessing, I guess.
Okay. Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. Good deal. Good deal. All right. So I saw this right here. It's Batman kills brother from another brick. So was this like an animation or
That was a gameplay thing. I decided
okay.
to try to incorporate humor with my channel.
Right.
And I don't know how that really turned out because um, I don't know. Some people couldn't understand like my humor. My sense of humor is very weird and stuff.
Mhm.
But yeah, that was basically just me trying to do gameplay, and I said some really weird stuff on that video. And yeah, I tried to do something different. It's like that I hadn't done gameplay before, and I'm
Mhm.
like, I just got this new like phone game or whatever. I should try to incorporate, that with, yeah, with my channel, I guess.
Okay. Okay. So here's another variety topic. Top five best CDCC minifigs. Tell
Yeah.
us about it.
I guess I'm a big fan of those like rare San Diego Comic Con minifigs. I currently have three of them, and I have another one coming in the mail quite soon. I have the
Okay.
Atom, the Deadpool Duck, and Vixen.
Ah,
But yeah, I've always been obsessed with that stuff. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just, I guess, make a video on that stuff and see if people enjoy that type of stuff. And I don't know how well that video was doing, but I mean, yeah, I'm pretty proud of it and stuff.
okay. Okay. Good content. All right. So then, what you did was, and this is one of the things that I do like you did. You got quite a few Lego friends, and you made a top 10 about top 10 facts about brick worlds. I might not know about brick worlds personally, but then you outlined it here.
Yeah.
And so tell us about these segments that you make here.
So I started doing top 10, facts about certain YouTubers. I first did a Just Too Good one, and that one
Mhm.
blew up on my channel. That one has over
Yeah.
20,000 views, at least in my opinion. That's kind of blowing up. But that one did
Yeah.
very well for my channel, and that gave me a lot of subscribers and views. So I said, well, let me do another one. So I decided to do one for Jang Bricks, and that one also did very well. Got 20,000 views, and then a bunch of smaller YouTubers.
Mhm.
Basically everybody was asking me to make one on them. So I started doing more, here and there, and I'm like, let me do some of my friends. So
Okay.
then I ended up doing one on Croft Studios, who's a good friend of mine, and then I did one on Brick Worlds. But it was his birthday or whatever. And I said,
Uh-huh.
you know what, for his birthday, I'm just going to do a top 10 facts video on him. And yeah, I mean, I'm pretty proud of that series. I should probably do more, like, top 10 facts about stuff. It's just last time
Yeah.
I tried to do one, like Brickfold or whatever, the video did horrible. So,
Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's certain hit and miss, and yeah, I get it. Like certain projects are hit and miss depending on, I guess, the subject, really, the subject. So it'd be the
yeah, for
people,
sure.
like you said, people are into Just Too Good, so they, your channel will blow up easy because they're into him. Vice versa. So tell us about this segment here. The most embarrassing was it Lego moments or?
It was like I was just sharing a bunch of Lego stories that were quite embarrassing for me. One was with this girl I was mentioning earlier. She
Okay.
was a very sketchy individual, and she asked to use my phone.
Hmm.
And she said she was going to use it for Facebook. And she ended up actually viewing the county jail records, and she downloaded them on my phone. Well, on
Oh,
my downloads, I have a bunch of Lego stuff. I had like 200 pictures of Lego related stuff. And so for me,
okay.
I kind of put that as embarrassing. And so that was kind of one of the stories. And the other one
Okay.
was, oh shoot, what was the other one? I shoot, let me see. I think that's the main one. I'm trying to think of the other one. I'm surprised I can't even remember that right now. The other story. But yeah, that was basically the main thing of it, I guess. So
Okay.
I've
Okay.
had a lot of embarrassing moments with Lego and stuff. So
Right. Okay. All right. All right. So then, this is another meat and potatoes subject that you have. You do certain rants on certain things and everything. Tell us about this segment in your YouTube channel.
so since I started YouTube, I've done so many rant videos, and they all tend to do quite well. It seems like people really enjoy those. Like I did one on Brick Queen, and that video got like 20,000 views pretty
Hmm.
fast. I ended up, I guess, changing the title of the video and changing the thumbnail and taking out the tag so people wouldn't find that now because me and Brick Queen are cool now. But
Right.
once I started doing like the Brick Queen rant and everything, people wanted more and more rants. So I just kept them coming.
Okay.
I made a rant video called the Lego Rant or whatever when I got a copyright strike. Even Lego YouTube channel, official YouTube channel, commented on the video. So
Hmm.
I'm like, wow, I'm making an impact, and people are enjoying these. So I kept doing them. For that Instagram post, like I was thinking of dropping a rant on the Brick fan. Um,
Okay.
like I'm kind of still up in the air about that because he said something very hypocritical, and I
Hmm.
wanted to call him out on that. But then like if you look through the comment section of like the Instagram post, people wanted me to drop the rant, but then I have the a lot of the AFOL community saying, hey, stay out of drama, or don't go after the Brick fan, we're his friend or whatever. So like I don't
Right.
know. I really struggle doing rants now. I haven't done one in like 6 months or whatever. I think might have been a
Okay.
little longer than that. It's like I enjoy the rant videos and people enjoy them also, but it's like people also get really angry. Then I have like this hate squad going after me if I keep doing that.
Yeah, you don't want that. I actually I was approached by several people to back down off a certain person I was going to do a free zone on, and they said, nah, you don't want to do that. This guy is friends with that guy, and that guy is friends with this guy, and they'll take down your whole channel. You don't want to do
Yeah,
that.
I'm worried. It has a very strong audience, but like, I'll give a little context with the reason why I wanted to do a rant on him. The Brick Fan, obviously is a blog and stuff, and he posts a lot of, content, and he got really angry. He posted on Twitter that somebody had posted. He's like, I was the first blog to post that, and nobody gave me credit. And I was thinking to myself, no, you were wrong, man. Somebody posted it on Reddit hours before you posted it, right? And
Okay.
the thing is, he does the same exact thing. He'll post somebody's thing, like somebody will have the first post, and he won't give them credit
Okay.
for. He tends to give people credit most of the time, but back in the day, he never used to give people credit whatsoever. So I'm like, I really want to call him out for that because why are you getting angry that nobody's giving you credit when you weren't even the first person to post it? So he went on a
Okay.
little rant on Twitter, and I'm like, oh yeah, you don't really want to do that,
Yeah.
Especially if you're
Yeah.
wrong. If you're gonna complain or make a rant, make sure you're 100% right. Because if you're not 100% right, people will call you out. I wasn't the only one. Like,
Yeah.
I commented on his Twitter, dude. You're not the first person. This, blah blah blah. This, and other people did the same thing. But like, it's kind of sad when you're complaining about somebody not giving you credit when you weren't even the first person to post something. I guess that's kind of my perspective on the whole situation.
Oh yeah, definitely, man, definitely. Yeah, yeah. Cause yeah, once you put it out there, it's good to go, man. Ain't no retracting it. Like you said, you gotta in those situations, like even like you said that before you get mad about who's first and who's second, you got to make sure you check your facts before you go. Like you say, you go on a rant.
For sure, for
Because
sure.
like you said, you have somebody call you out on it, man, and it happens though. It happens every day. So, and another thing I like about your stream is that you're open to have Lego debates on live stream, and in which tell us about one of your debates.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of started the debate thing in the sense that after the Brick Queen and Ryan stream, like I was trying to get Brick Queen and M&R Productions to settle their differences. It was just a normal live stream, and
Hmm.
it went completely wrong. So if you guys have not seen that video, that's a pretty good live stream to check out. And
Yeah.
it went horribly. So then I decided to try to start doing like other debate live streams and stuff. And
Okay.
unfortunately, all of them have gone pretty bad. In the sense, not like gone bad for like views, have gone bad like people don't even like want to debate each other. And so
Right.
I stopped that series, but then I also tried to get like bring it back. And I said, with the post like, hey, who wants to be on my next debate live stream? And I was hoping M&R Productions, would go against Lifebrook Studios because, I know both of them. Me and Lifebrook Studios aren't really that cool. I mean, back in the day, we used to be really cool. I just don't really interact with him much anymore. So I was going to see if I could get him and, Ryan on the debate stream. And, yeah, that was kind of why I posted that, hoping that people would, go and, ask them to join. I mean, a lot of people like, hey, get them on the debate stream. But Ryan didn't want to, debate Lifebrook Studios. So.
Yeah, I understand that, because you do that, you end up being that guy to go, yes, so nobody wants to be that guy, but like when you got good content like that, you got good content, so I'm sure, like you said, a lot of people want to see that matchup, because Ryan can hold his own.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he did very well.
All right. Let's see here, and that was the stream he was talking about, folks. The Lego debate going wrong, and it was quite entertaining. All the rage. If you hadn't seen it, definitely go check it out, folks. Definitely go check it out. All right, so this right here, my man. Now you got me gonna go look for this set.
It's a great set. I mean, the Speed Racer line was a pretty cool line. I feel like it deserved more attention, but it didn't really garner any. I believe like it was based off the 2008 Speed Racer movie. But yeah, it's a great set. I used to own it when it first came out, and it ended up getting completely destroyed. And so I decided, when I posted that Instagram photo, I got it for like $60 seal. I'm like, you know what, I will buy it, and I guess I posted it. I did a review on my channel for that set. And it's a great set. I mean, it's pretty cool. Unfortunately, I would try to get more Speed Racer sets currently, but they're ridiculously priced currently. So it's like, okay.
Yeah, I see, man. This thing, it just looks so awesome in its age, man. I definitely want to get my hands on this one.
I would recommend it, man. It's a great set.
So, man, your collection has grown, and this is just a matter of time here, and so out of this, which ones are your favorites, man?
Out of that, I'm gonna have to say my favorites are the Simpsons House, the Quickie Mart, the Fire Temple from Ninjago, and all these Scooby-Doo sets. Those sets are mean a lot to me. So yeah.
Okay. Aussie Brick Chick says rants is how she found you on YouTube. So she said you should stay true to your roots. So dude, if you the rant man, be the rant man. You know what I mean? Get it, because you gotta give the people what they want, right?
For sure. The issue with the rant thing is I got so many messages from like people, like a lot of the AFOL community when I was doing rant hated me. Like, once I stepped away from rants, I started garnering more of like the AFOL community, like joining in my stuff. But I had people like get really angry at me. Like they'd talk bad about me on live streams, be like, this kid, he needs to stop ranting, or dude, you need to stop ranting. Like, yeah, a lot of AFOLs didn't like me for that reason. And that's why I kind of backed down on the rants and stuff.
Yeah. Totally, I understand that. Yeah, I understand that. So, man, these are the sets that you opened up already and already built, right?
Yeah, that is an accurate statement. And yeah, I mean, my box collection has got out of hand. I might need to start like getting rid of some,
Yeah. So active collector, man, definitely active collector. Another vintage set that you have here, the Exo Force.
Exo Force is phenomenal, man. It's one of the best Lego themes. It has all these cool mechs and builds. And this year, my goal, I don't know if I'll be able to, complete the goal, but my goal is to get every single Exo Force set because I've got some phenomenal deals. I think I have about 8 Exo Force sets currently. But yeah, it's a great theme. I would recommend like checking it out. That's like one of the cool themes. I have like the best like mech builds ever. Lego's current mechs can't even compete to the Exo Force, mechs and everything.
Right. I got you. Yeah. Hey, folks, BFAB is in the building. So now you're at the point where you're hitting 950, right? Any ambitions, any goals? I mean, is there any like butterflies in your stomach? Hey, I might be on to something.
Oh, I was happy. I remember posting like every like day, like, hey, I'm at this amount of subs, help me gain more. During that time, I actually started, I guess, being a little more serious about my channel. Because I'm like, hey, I need to get that 1,000 subscribers. So then I started doing something that I recommend nobody do: giveaways, which that really helped build my channel a little bit.
Yeah.
Which is dumb because at the end of the day, you'll do giveaways, you'll gain subscribers, but then they won't watch your content. And that was kind of my issue around that time. I was giving away all these expensive sets and this and that, and I was getting the views on the giveaway videos, but I wasn't really getting the views anywhere else. I was getting the subscribers, and that was, I guess, at 950 that I'm like, hey, let me do another giveaway. And I think that got me to 1,000 subscribers. So
Okay. Good deal. Yeah, man. That's a dangerous gambit, man. A very expensive one, man. So it could be pretty tough. All right. So here we got your a second shot of your layout here, man, and it's growing, man. You definitely love your Lego, man. And have you done reviews on each one of these sets, or just your personal favorites?
I just tend to do reviews on sets that there's not really any reviews for on YouTube, or like very limited ones, or very like garbage quality ones. But there's like some sets that that people might have done a review back in like 2008, so the quality is very bad. And these days with all these cell phones having like you can film in 4K or 2K, or you could do all these like I guess better reviews or whatever. So yeah, I mean I should do reviews on a few of those sets because there's a bunch of these sets that I have that don't even have any reviews on YouTube. So yeah, I mean, yeah.
Gotcha. Good deal. And this Temple of Crystal Skull, man, this Indiana Jones, man. I wish these sets were still around, man. You try to go look for this set, man, you're gonna pay an arm and a leg these days because it's vintage. It is, even with the raised base plate.
Yeah, it's a great set. Actually, right now I moved up some of my collection. It's in my room right across from me. It's a phenomenal set. Like all the play features and the look and everything, and like especially the base plate, like you're saying, like that Lego doesn't give us those cool base plates anymore. It's like Lego really needs to give us those.
Definitely, man. Definitely. All right. So now you're this is that's Instagram, right?
That is YouTube subscribers, but yeah, I use Social Blade and I screenshotted that.
Right. Okay. So you're over the 1,000 mark, man, and there's no looking back. So sink in that hey, you just might be a YouTube celebrity just a bit.
It was more like I was happy. I'm like, hey, my channel is kind of going somewhere now. A lot of that had to do with a lot of these subscribers I gained because once I had passed 1,000 subscribers, I think I was at like 1,100. Were just too good. Asked, hey, can you do a news video for me, right? So I ended up doing a news video for him called R2D2 Polybag Found.
Right.
And that video got me like 300 subscribers right there. So I was at like 1,400. And then I believe around that time I dropped the Brick Queen rant, and that literally gained me a bunch of subscribers too. So that really helped my channel and stuff. And yeah.
Okay. Good deal, man. Good deal. But you definitely, and I've seen you definitely put a lot of hard work, a lot of videos, you got a lot of content on your channel. So it's definitely well deserved. It didn't happen overnight. And so, you put your work in, and now you're reaping some of those benefits. So you're good friends with Brick World, Brick Worlds, is it?
Yep.
And you're good friends with Brick Worlds. Tell us about you guys are a stream team.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't really stream with me often. It's more like, well, back in the day we used to, like last year, 2017 we used to stream a lot. The beginning of 2017, end of 2016. But yeah, he was a really cool person I met from entering a giveaway. But I was that kid, even though I used to do a lot of giveaways, I'd always enter everyone's giveaways, and I seemed to win all of them. So yeah. I ended up winning one of his giveaways, and then we became friends. I've been at his house. I flew all the way down to Florida. I hung out with him. He's a really cool person. He's a good friend of mine, and yeah, he's a cool person to stream with and talk to, and yeah.
Yeah, definitely. He, I was watching one of his videos, and I think it was one of the videos where I think he decided he was going to go into his dark ages or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was so is he out now? I mean he's through with
He's
that phase, right?
I think he's more of a seller than like an actual Lego fan.
Mm.
Like I remember when I went to his house, he was trying to like sell everything, you know. It's like he's like, oh, I need to get rid of this Lego set, this Lego set. Like he started building Ninjago City, though, like the first floor, but he's like, you know what? I just want to sell this. I'm like, wait, you don't want it? He's like, oh, I thought it was cool, but I'd rather sell it and get the money. I'm like, okay. Um, I don't think he's really ever been like a true Lego fan, more of a seller. Like there's certain sets he likes and stuff, and other sets he really just doesn't care for. But recently, he
Okay.
actually started buying Lego sets again. But he ended up selling it off his whole collection recently, and then like
Mm.
literally this week alone, he started buying sets again to rebuild his, restart his collection and stuff. So
The love-hate relationship. You gotta love it.
yeah, for sure.
So here's some shots of your Lego room and your some of the Legos that you purchased and put together and everything. You have quite the collection here. You're a true collector, I should say. So looking back at it, are you satisfied with it? Or you feel that you don't have enough?
I'm out of space. That's the issue.
Right.
Literally,
Yes.
for me to get to my closet, because if you look at the basement photo, that is now like I took a lot of the sets from my basement and moved them up to my room because like I didn't really have much space in the basement anymore. So then I ended up moving a bunch of Lego sets to my room. As you can see, like the Quickie Mart, the Simpsons house, like BB-8, all those stuff I added and brought up to my room and stuff. And now I have no space in my room either. You know, I have to literally
Right.
hop over my Lego sets to get to my closet right now. And literally right now, I say about 40% of my room is covered with Lego. So
Okay.
my full basement, I don't have any space left in my basement anymore for Lego. My
Wow.
room is 40% full of Lego. Like literally, for me to get to my closet, I have to hop over stuff. I have a treadmill in my room and like a table, but other than that, it's like I don't have any other thing other than Lego. So it's very claustrophobic in the sense that I don't have any space anymore, and it's quite disappointing. But
Uh-huh.
yeah, it's pretty cool, I guess. I would love more Lego, and I'm gonna keep buying Lego until I guess I don't have any more space yet, and then I might have to take apart sets, which I don't really do anymore. But I guess you can never have too much Lego.
Nah, you can't have too much. You can't. You can always do something, and so that's definitely a plus about it, man. So let me ask you one more question before I let you off the ice box. Say I don't know. You're looking at you step to a time portal, and you're looking at, on the other end of that time portal is yourself 40 years from now.
Mhm.
What do you say to that 40-year older you?
Wow, that's a great question. 40 years from now,
Hmm.
what would I say to my 40 year? Oh, wow. So I'd be 59. Okay. I don't exactly know what I'd say to myself. My goal in 40 years is to be successful. Pursue something in the dental field because up in Minnesota, if you're a dentist, you make a lot of money.
Okay.
But I mean, I guess that's my goal for 40 years. I try not to think that far ahead because I'm like, oh no, I already feel like I'm getting old now. So I'm looking at like, oh wait, I'm 19. Wait, I just was 18. Wait, okay, I was just 17. It's like, oh wow, time is going by fast. So I guess
Right.
in 40 years, I just want to be, successful, possibly be a dentist. And yeah, I think that's, I guess, the goal for myself. And goal for Lego, I still want to collect Lego in 40 years. Hopefully, Lego still is around in 40 years. I'm hoping that.
Oh,
But yeah,
mm.
that is my goal.
Good deal, man. Good deal, man. I want to thank BFAB for coming on to the show, man. I want to thank you for coming on to the show, man, and sharing with us. It was truly an inspiration, man. Keep doing that content, those having that variety of those content that you're giving us, man, because you're keeping our eyes open and our ears open. So keep doing those contents. Never mind the naysayers, man, and just be true to you.
And I really appreciate you for inviting me on the show, man. I mean, I love your channel, man. You're doing something very unique, man, and keep it going, man. You're getting there, man. You're doing well.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Hey, folks, that is going to conclude this session here. Again, if you missed it, our guest tonight was a brother from another brick, BFAB. Definitely go check out his content. Link down to his video is in the description, so definitely check him out. You won't be disappointed. Great content, great Lego content. All right, folks. I bid you love, peace, and Lego. Have a good night.